There once was a lucky farmer who raised chickens and rabbits. He never got sick, and he never had bad luck. It takes 8 chicken feet to make 1 pot of his secret recipe healthy chicken soup. Not counting the farmer, there are 200 feet of all kinds on his farm and 160 eyes. A. How many pots of soup can he make? B. If each rabbit foot brings him 1 week of luck, for how long will his luck last? Each rabbit has 4 feet. Each chicken has 2 feet. Rabbits and chickens both have 2 eyes. Let's think a little bit about the situation. Every animal on this farm has 2 eyes. So no matter how many chickens or rabbits there are 160 divided by 2 equals 80 total animals. What if all the animals were rabbits? Rabbits have 4 feet, so there would be 80 times 4 equals 320 feet. That can't be right, because we know there are 200 feet total. 320 is too many feet. Now imagine all 80 of those animals were chickens. How many feet would there be? Chickens have 2 feet, so there would be 80 times 2 equals 160 feet. Not enough feet. We need to figure out how many chickens plus rabbits will give us the correct number of feet. 200. If you'd like to get more help on these kinds of questions, you can sign up for our Algebra mailing list. We'll let you know when we have new lessons and training so you can level up your math skills. Find the link below. Now, back to the problem facing our hungry, lucky farmer. Our strategy for solving word problems is to make a list of our knowns and our unknowns and translate the sentences into math language so we can find the relationships between them. We'll go from English sentences into math sentences, also known as equations. We don't know how many rabbits or chickens there are, so those are 2 unknowns. We'll give them 1-letter variable names. R equals rabbit and C equals chicken. We do know the number of eyes is 160, and that means we also know the total number of animals is 80. So here's our first equation. R plus C equals 80. We also know that the total number of feet of the animals is 200. Each chicken contributes 2 feet to that total, and each rabbit contributes 4 feet. So here's our second equation. 4R plus 2C equals 200. We have 2 unknowns and 2 equations. Now we can get to work solving for R and C. Let's take the first equation and get one of the variables on its own on one side. R equals 80 minus C. Now we'll take that value for R and plug it into the second equation. 4 times the quantity 80 minus C plus 2C equals 200. Multiply out, 320 minus 4C plus 2C equals 200. Add together like terms. 320 minus 2C equals 200. Subtract 320 from both sides to get negative 2C equals negative 120. Divide both sides by negative 2 and we find C equals 60. The lucky farmer has 60 chickens. Now we can take this number and plug it into the first equation to solve for R, the number of rabbits. R plus C equals 80. Substituting in R plus 60 equals 80. Subtract 60 from both sides to get R equals 20. There are 20 rabbits on the farm. Now don't go anywhere. We're still in the middle of this problem, even though we've solved for our unknowns, the number of rabbits and the number of chickens. Make sure you double-check what word problems like these are actually asking. In this case, we still have more work to do. There are 2 questions in this problem that we haven't answered yet, and they involve 2 more unknowns: the number of pots of soup the farmer can make, and the number of weeks of luck he expects to have. We'll call P the number of pots of soup. We know that it takes 8 chicken feet to make a pot of soup. Each chicken has 2 feet, so for every 4 chickens, the farmer can make 1 pot of soup. So translating that into math language, here's a third equation we can write. P equals C divided by 4. Substituting in, we get P equals 60 divided by 4 equals 15. The farmer can make 15 pots of delicious chicken feet soup. The farmer believes each rabbit foot brings him a week of luck. Rabbits have 4 feet, so for every rabbit, the farmer expects 4 weeks of luck. Let's write that in a more mathy way, in a fourth equation. L, for luck, equals 4R. Substituting in, L equals 4 times 20 equals 80 weeks of luck. Wow, more than a year. Lucky guy. If you want to be able to solve real-world problems like these, make sure to subscribe to Socratica High. And if you'd like to receive personal emails about new puzzles like these, sign up for the Socratica High mailing list. Thanks for watching.